Hi, my name is Ricky Frine, and this is my court case on Mapp vs. Ohio. It all began in Cleveland, Ohio, May 23rd, 1957, when 3 Cleveland police officers went to Miss Doree Mapp's house to search for someone who was involved in a recent bombing that she was supposedly holding at her house. She refused to let them enter without a proper warrant, which should be allowed. It is her Fourth Amendment right, which states no searches or seizures without a proper warrant. But the police forcefully entered anyways and didn't find the fugitive. They searched the whole house, they searched everywhere, including the basement, and there they found a trunk full of obscene photos. So she was arrested for having possession of the pictures and inappropriate behavior towards the officers. Once the police entered her house, they searched the whole house and they searched the basement. They didn't find anything. But when they searched the basement, they found a trunk full of obscene photos. So she was arrested for having possession of the photos and inappropriate behavior towards the officers. Obviously, with every court case, there is an argument for both sides of the parties. The argument for Mapp was that the police had no warrant and therefore acted improperly by searching her home anyway. If the Fourth Amendment didn't apply to the local and state police forces, then they could go and search whenever and wherever they wanted. The exclusionary rule that is applied to federal courts should be applied to state courts. And you're probably wondering what the exclusionary rule is, and it is a law that prohibits the use of illegally obtained evidence in a criminal trial. Now, for the argument for Ohio, the 14th Amendment does not guarantee Fourth Amendment protections in the state courts. Also, under the 10th Amendment, the states keep their right to operate a separate court system. The Bill of Rights only restricts and limits the actions of the national government. In a courtroom, the judge and the jury, they all make a proper decision based on the arguments from both sides and all the evidence. In this case, in a 6-3 decision, the court ruled in favor of Mapp. The majority opinion applied the exclusionary rule to the states. That rule requires courts to exclude from criminal trials evidence that was obtained in violation of the Constitution's ban on unreasonable searches and arrests, or the Fourth Amendment. Mapp had been convicted on the basis of illegally obtained evidence, which they found in her basement, as I stated before. Because of the Mapp vs. Ohio court case, it impacted the type of evidence allowed in courts. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that evidence acquired through illegal search and seizure was not admissible evidence and therefore officially applied the exclusionary rule to the states. That wraps up my presentation on the court case against Mapp vs. Ohio. Hope you enjoyed.